In this video, we're going to learn about closure of relation and Warshall algorithm. There are three types of closure: reflexive closure, symmetric closure, and transitive closure. Any XYZ closure is addition of minimal number of order pair in your relation so that your relation become that XYZ relation, that is called as a XYZ closure. For example, reflexive closure is trying to make my relation reflexive. So what are the minimal number of order pairs I will add in my relation? That result will be reflexive closure. Here is the example. Set A is having element 1, 2, 3 and relation R is having element 1, 1 and 1, 2. Now here, to make my relation reflexive, 2, 2 and 3, 3 pair is missing. So I will add 2, 2 and 3, 3 so that my relation will become a reflexive relation. So this final result is called as reflexive closure and it is denoted by R to the base F. Symmetric closure. To make my relation symmetric, what are the minimal number of pairs I will add in my relation? That is called as a symmetric closure. For example, set A is having element 1, 2, 3. Relation R is having element 1, 1, 1, 2. Now here, we should have mirror image for each and every element. For 1, 1, mirror image is 1, 1. For 1, 2, mirror image is 2, 1. 2, 1 element is missing in the relation, so I should add 2, 1 to make my relation symmetric. After addition, this will be the new result and this result is symmetric relation. This is my symmetric closure of given relation and it is denoted by R to the base S. Transitive closure. We are trying to make our relation transitive by adding minimal number of order pairs. For example, set A is having element 1, 2, 3. Relation R is having order pair 1, 1, 1, 3. Now here 1, 1 and 1, 3. If you take 1, 1 and 1, 3 will lead to the transition that is 1, 3. That element is present and there is no other transition. So all the transitive elements are present and this relation is itself a transitive relation, transitive closure of the given relation and it is denoted by R to the power star. Warshall algorithm. Warshall algorithm is one of the algorithm or method which used to find transitive closure. Now, this is the simplest example. What if our relation is having, our set is having larger numbers and our relation is having very few members. So to find the transitive element, we will have to do calculation more amount of time. So to avoid that, we follow some algorithm that is called as a Warshall algorithm. It is used to find transitive closure of relation and we never check whether our relation is transitive or not before actually using this Warshall algorithm. Instead of that, we directly go for solving algorithm. What are the assumption we have in this Warshall algorithm is that R is a given set of relation with n element. This will be represented in the matrix format. Your set is having n element, then your matrix will be n by n matrix where n will be row and n will be column. So that is represented by MR. And if you are having n element in your set, then that many Warshall set will be calculated in your finding of transitive closure. Let's take one example for Warshall algorithm. Set A is having element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relation R is having elements 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2, 4, 4, 3, 5, 3 and 3, 2. Now, first thing is that we have to represent this relation in the matrix format. So, n will be, your row will be all the elements present in your set and columns will be all the elements present in your set. So this will be, there are total 5 elements in my set. So this will be 5 by 5 matrix and the initial set, initial relation, representation of the given relation is a matrix which is called as a Warshall set 0. Depending on 1, 4 pair is present, so this entry will be 1. 2, 1 pair is present, this will be kept as 1 and so on. How we calculate the each set of Warshall algorithm, each Warshall set. Let's see example. Now to calculate any Warshall set Wi, for calculation of Wi, in the previous step, ith column and ith row will be highlighted. Now here what I am doing, I am calculating W1. So this first row and first column in the previous set, in previous matrix is highlighted. All the elements from that matrix, row and column will be kept as it is in my resulting Warshall set. And apart from that, what I will do to find out all other remaining entries. So if in the previous matrix for that particular cell entry is 1, so I will keep that value as 1. So this will be the value. In the previous matrix their value was 1, so I will keep that value as it is. And for the others, to calculate the values, what I will do, I will check the corresponding highlighted row and column. If both the values are 1, then my result of that cell will be 1. So in this way, how we will calculate this entry? Now this entry will be calculated. This entry will be calculated to check whether corresponding row, that is this is a 1 and corresponding column is 1. If both are 1, then and then only this result will become 1. Otherwise your result will be 0. So I checked and all the entries will be 0. For calculating Warshel set 2, this is our final result of Warshel set 1. So this will be given to the input as Warshel set 2. From the Warshel set 1, first second row and second column will be highlighted. All the entries of second row, second column will be written as it is in my Warshel set 2. And to calculate remaining entries, I will check this highlighted area for calculation of new cells. For calculating this entry, I will check corresponding highlighted row and column. If both are having value 1, then my result will be 1. This will become 0. For this entry, both corresponding highlighted row and column is having 1, so this will become 1, and so on. So after calculation we get these values. So this will be our Warshel set 2. For calculation of Warshel set 3, we will highlight third row and third column of Warshel set 2. We will write all the entries of that into the Warshel set 3, and the remaining part where 1 is not present, where 0 entries are present in previous set, in previous matrix, so that will be calculated by checking corresponding highlighted row and column. So our final result will be this for Warshel set 3. Now we have again remained with calculation of two Warshel set. As our element in the set are 5, so we have to find total 5 Warshel set, that is W1, W2, W3, W4 and W5. So we have to find out what is W4. So we will keep 4th row and 4th column of Warshel set 3 as it is into Warshel set 4 and calculate the remaining entry based on this highlighted row and column. So this entry will become, both are having value 1, so this will become 1. This entry will be, as both corresponding highlighted row and column is having value 1, so this will become 1. As all the highlighted row and all the highlighted column entries are 1, so all our result will become 1. All the matrix entry will be 1. Each and every element is having value as 1. So W5 will be same as that of your W4. That will be all the entries are present. So the final transitive closure of your relation will be this matrix, and this matrix can be written in the order pair format. So this is total Cartesian product.